Everyone's having a nice day. You bit me. It's insane, man.
Right now, you committed a crime.
Yes.
And we're going to figure out how to proceed with this, okay?
It's not interpreting it as a crime.
it as
Sorry
a
that I
crime.
indulged.
So, sir,
in being
I'm
angry.
telling you, in today's day and age, you cannot bite
Allie,
someone.
I am.
I'm Enigma and I'm a qualified body language analyst and private investigator. And today I'm going to be reacting to this viral police body cam video that has just been released. Martin Kove, known for his role as John Kreese in Cobra Kai, is at the center of controversy after fellow co-star Alicia Kim accused him of assault. Kove bit her arm aggressively, leaving a visible mark, which officers confirmed at the scene. And surprisingly, they then released this body cam footage to the public, despite no charges being pressed. So, let's take a look.
Bite people. That is not okay.
That is assault.
And it's 100% up to her if she wants to pursue charges. I'd like to understand why you did that.
I apologize. I was just playing because we're very playful together, and I bit down too hard, and I meant to
She's got a mouth mark on her.
Kove distances immediately when asked by the cop why he bit her, and looks to the floor whilst also doing a deep inhale. These are all signs of extremely high stress. He distances and looks away to psychologically protect himself from the situation, whilst also doing a deep inhale. Kim, on the other hand, immediately diverts her attention to the cop after Kove says they were playing, whilst also changing her proxemics to physically get closer to the officer. She does not accept what Kove is saying and makes strong eye contact with the officer in an attempt to build rapport with him, to convey her frustration. She is not happy in the slightest with his response and feels alone in making the accusation, which is why she appears to rely heavily on the officer to defend her.
I know.
No, we do not play like that.
I
No.
apologize.
No.
So,
No.
I don't know what world do we, like, where to bite and leave a mark on her, which is visible. That's super not cool, and I don't know if
It's felony assault.
That's super cool.
I want to be very clear with witnesses. No, we're going to hear me because I want to be very clear in front of everyone here. Martin, you think it's funny to play with people. We are colleagues. I have played with you on set. We've danced, we've worked together, we've shaken hands, and I came to you as a colleague and I said to your son, hey, can you tell your dad not to bite me? I'm not going to the cops. I'm not going to anyone. He says, I'm sorry. I said, it's not his fault. Just tell your dad he can't bite me.
When Kove apologizes, Kim immediately distances and changes her proxemics to move away from him, whilst also avoiding eye contact. She does not accept his story that he was simply playing, and does not accept the apology. From her nonverbals, she clearly doesn't feel listened to, and feels that she did everything reasonable to let him know that she was not okay with this. And when she says this to him, he immediately distances, expresses muscle tension, and expresses numerous pacifying and self-soothing behaviors. He's making self-touch with his hands, which is a very common method people use to calm themselves down to reduce their physiological arousal.
Now, in the realm of what is normal and reasonable, and I don't know if you understand that, that's called civility and camaraderie, and it's called colleagues, friendship. That's what that is. I came to you with that benefit of the doubt. Then I came to your face and I said, Marty, I said it very gently to you, Marty, you may not bite me. It hurt. You try to justify it because I don't think you understand that you cannot bite other humans. So I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on in your brain, but for you to get outraged at me is completely and utterly inappropriate. And honestly, I'm ashamed of your dignity as an 80-year-old man to scream at a lady that you just bit. You say that we're friends and that we play. Sir, we work together. We shake hands, we do photo ops, we get along. When have I ever bit you? Biting is an offense. That's why I've brought this gentleman here to speak to you, because you think you have done nothing wrong. You have committed assault on my body. So I don't know what realm of justice you live in that you think that that's in the realm of play.
So now we see Kove doing what's called the self-hug, as he's being accused of assault by Kim. He folds his arms, which is one of the most common ways people attempt to reduce their arousal and calm themselves down. And holding this self-hug actually reduces the levels of cortisol in the bloodstream, which is a stress hormone. He does this immediately after being told that it's assault, showing that the accusation of assault is the specific trigger of his stress, not the fact that Kim is confronting him. It seems to me that he's not concerned about what he did, but the fact that the assault charge could potentially land him in jail or have other consequences.
I'll tell you that the 1, 2, 4 men that are standing here will dispute your idea of play. My husband doesn't bite me. Nobody bites me. It is offensive, it is undignified, and it is assault. It's So I don't really care what your justification is. But right now, you're going to listen to this officer because I'm on the precipice of fury and seeking my own justice because what you've done is committed assault, and that's on camera. Everything that I've just said. So please, by all means, defend yourself.
That's a serious boundary to cross. That's especially in today's day and age. Like, I don't know, maybe if you were drinking or something, I don't know. Like, I have never once bit a person, and I personally have been bit just in my line of work, and it ain't fun. And I didn't work with them. I mean, now you've created this this weirdness, and potentially facing some legal ramifications. And it's completely up to her because she is the victim of this.
So to come at me and tell me that you're outraged by me approaching you and saying to you, "Do not bite me, Marty," that's not cool. For you to turn around in your ridiculous attitude to me and tell me, "I'm offended that you would come to me. I'm outraged that you would come to me." Sir, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. Your behavior is childish and stupid. Because now I'm on this side. Now you've pissed me off so much. I'm standing with him and I'm weighing what I want to do about this. What do I want to do about this? He doesn't know. He knows that when I get pissed, I get really pissed. And right now, Martin, I am really pissed. You have left a mark on my body, which in your 80-year-old brain, you think is play.
He now changes his nonverbals to put his hands in his pockets, which is again another method the brain uses to calm us down. The sensation of your hands being surrounded and enclosed helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, calming our heart rate and reducing anxiety. The theory is that our hands are our greatest tool for self-defense, so by restraining them away, it helps signal to the brain that the danger has passed, as we no longer need to defend ourselves. He's again extremely stressed here and is trying to calm himself down.
Sir, were you raised in a ditch? Is that how people treated you when you were a child? I think it's complete and utter bullshit and a massive shirking of responsibility.
Okay.
By God.
So we can,
Don't even try.
No. How do we resolve the
Back
matter?
to the officer.
100% up to you. You are the victim.
Thank you.
Well, honestly, if it was another venue and another person, you'd probably have a really irate husband to deal with too.
That is my husband.
I know that. I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're keeping it calm, cool, professional, away from
Oh,
people.
I'm not calm and calm.
No, well, I'm saying in this.
Because I gave you the
That's
steps.
just another
I
thing that
approached
would
you
go.
calmly. Did
So-
I not approach you calmly?
Yes, and I received
Thank
what you
you.
said.
What would-
I was
what
on
would you
your
like to-
side,
I would like to have a private
understanding,
conversation.
understanding of what happened. I'm not here to try and say what he did was right.
Yeah.
If anything,
But I approached you calmly, and I told you
yes, you
privately.
did.
I kept it
of
private.
course. And I wanted to
you.
hear you. And
Yeah.
I brought you ice because I felt
Yes,
bad, and I
you were
told you
super
that
right.
I would talk
And I
to
said,
him.
we're just going to have a quiet conversation with Marty. It wasn't even going to involve Rick because Rick's busy. So we all went about this in an adult way until a child came into the conversation and chose to throw a tantrum that he was being disciplined for an illegal action. Is that not right, Martin Kove?
Really mad at us.
Yeah,
I
you have
came in-
no leg to stand on to be furious at me. I have every leg to stand on
I
to be furious at you.
understand. I have no
Do
leg-
not fuck with me.
So it now appears the officer is trying to calm Kim down as she's starting to become a little bit too aggressive towards Kove. And immediately when the officer tries to intervene and she tells him not to even try, she immediately distances and then expresses mouth tension. It is clear that the confrontation with the officer causes her extreme stress, and it's why we see her react in this way. She isn't angry at the officer, but she's uncomfortable arguing with him as he's a figure of authority. And when Kove is trying to respond, at no point does he make eye contact with her, and appears as if he's talking to the floor. He feels vulnerable and lacks the confidence to make direct eye contact, especially since he's attempting to contradict her and defend himself. His nonverbals are all over the place and constantly attempts to pacify and make self-touch to calm himself down.
I have
Do
no.
not.
My justification is wrong.
Yes.
Totally incorrect.
Here we are.
I was coming in.
Look
to the
how
green
far we
room
have to go to get this sanity out of you.
just to see and to apologize. I was coming into the green room to seek you out.
Jesus.
I was, darling. And he grabbed me first, and I wanted to know.
I went to.
And I was thinking about that the whole time because you
Look
said
at the
it
group
hurt.
therapy we must indulge in because, I'm having to do your emotional work because you weren't smart enough to say to me, babe, so sorry, I won't bite you again. That was really wrong of me. It would have been the end of the story. We would have all had a nice day. But
But you
because
got
of
mad.
your inability to process your negative emotions, I have to stand here with the policeman. I am so
processed it,
tired.
darling. I really want you to know that I'm ashamed
Good.
that I did something like
Yeah.
that, okay? And when you were
Sit
both telling me this, I got it. I really got it.
You got mad.
You got
I
mad.
only-
You yelled
I
at
didn't
me.
really get-
Motherfucker, you yelled at me.
So now we see him overtly distancing as well as pacifying in an attempt to calm himself down when they raise the fact that he was the one who got mad at her when she complained about being bitten. He's also using language to separate himself from the responsibility of what he did, saying things like, "I'm sorry I did something like that." He's still refusing to take account here.
You yelled at
you
me.
got mad.
The audacity.
You got
How
mad.
dare you, sir? How dare
You
you?
definitely should not have done that when
Yeah.
you are in the wrong.
Yes, you are in the wrong.
I understand.
That's why
And
I'm yelling now, and I'm stirring the pot, and it sucks, doesn't it? It sucks. You could have bypassed this, Marty. Don't ever piss me off like this.
I'm very sorry that I got angry because I was indulging in something improper by doing that, and I'm very sincerely sorry that not only did I get angry, but that I
You have
somewhat
left a
did
mark
something.
on my arm. Do you want me to hit you too? The only reason I don't, sir, is because you are a senior citizen and I respect the elderly. I will not cross that line, but trust me, if you were 50, I would have decked you.
And you would have earned it.
Yes,
And
from the officer.
And then you probably would have had an angry husband decking you too.
Yeah.
Because that's
You should be thankful that I didn't lose my shit and that I brought a cop into the situation. Don't even. Some lessons for you today.
I truly am sorry that I had that attitude, and I'm also very sorry that I
You gotta agree.
did that. I didn't, I'm sorry.
But you gotta understand the
I have
consequence
never
of your actions.
disrespected
By
your
doing this,
boundaries at
you
work.
are kind of just
We now see Kove pacifying by scratching his face. This is because when the defense mechanism becomes triggered, blood is diverted from the surface of our skin to avoid blood loss if we're attacked, and is sent to the vital organs. As a result, the nerve endings become stimulated as a result of the movement of the blood, which causes a strong urge to scratch and pacify. We see him do this here very overtly.
destroying friendships.
Yeah, I've never
you really have
disrespected
to
you at work,
understand the
ever.
consequences of your actions. It's really, really important.
When have I
And I'm not saying that to lecture you. It's really
crossed you at
important.
work?
It's
Ever.
something that you really have to be
Everyone's
very
having a
careful
nice
with.
day. And you bit me. It's insane, man. It's insane. When have we ever done this on set? Never. Never. And now we're standing here like this because you decided to defend your actions as like play.
Yeah.
there are rules and boundaries that you do not cross, and we also call them as laws. And I'm saying it right now. You are not free to go. I have to speak with her privately about how we're going to proceed. Because
how
you are
pissed am I?
right now you committed a crime.
Yes.
And we're going to figure out how to proceed with this, okay?
I am really
So do not-
sorry
do
that
not-
we interpret it as a crime. I'm sorry that
It's
I...
not
interpreted as a crime.
interpreting
I'm
it
sorry
as a
that I
crime.
indulged
So, sir,
in being
I'm
angry.
telling you, in today's day and age, you cannot
Allie,
bite someone.
It's not interpreted
and
as
that's
crime.
called
You
an
have to learn
assault.
English. It's not a crime. We're standing here with an officer because I'm so mad.
It-
I'm going to
it
press
is a
charges.
crime,
He can
okay?
take you away in handcuffs. It's not interpreted as a crime. You committed a crime.
It's very clear to me what happened. He bit her when she had requested him not to. I don't think he intended on hurting her, but he did invade her space, and that is assault. That may have been a genuine mistake on his part, as he may have thought they were playing. However, it's his actions after, getting angry at her for trying to complain, that makes him look really bad. What did you think of this video? Let me know in the comments section below, and thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.